So yeah, so if you start it, don't mouse over these guys, because every time you mouse over one, they yell out. So yeah, starting a new warband from rank 0, these are your options. Don't mouse over those guys because they yell all the time. But yeah, so the 4 in the middle are the ones that you get with the base game, and the vampires and the witch hunters are the ones that you get with DLC. So if you want to start a brand new warband, the easiest one I would say to start out would probably be the sisters, because they're at the start of a new warband. The sisters are quite tanky and beefy, and I think regardless of what faction you're playing, I think you're always going to really focus on just melee and the basic skills of melee in the game. So this early warband, sisters warband, is quite simple. They get some more complexity later on with focusing on their impressive or magic and stuff like that. But yeah, witch hunters, yeah, the mercs are also like a pretty good one for starting out, like, because everyone likes humans and they're humans and stuff. But yeah, I've already done starting from 0 with vampires. I think I started a new warband with Skaven and Chaos. I've already kind of done separate streams for those. So, but I did also do a new sort of a new warband start for witch hunters as well. So I think this one, it's going to be out of either mercs or sisters, because those, I think mercs and sisters are probably the two that I would recommend for new players. Starting from 0 for new players. Empire, mercs, or sisters of Sigma. All right, so we'll do a little poll here. You guys can let me know what you think. So I think for a new player, like for any race is really, I think for a new player, any race is really fine. If you stick to the basic concepts of how to play the game, like in the early game, it'll work the same with any faction. But I think it works the best with sisters, and it works quite well with mercs as well. Vampires are quite good for the specific way that I go about it, because if you have powerful heroes and expendable minions, then that kind of works extra good with that. But yeah, we'll start a new warband with the sisters, but I'll show you what I mean by starting restarting an existing warband, right? So I'll show you what it actually looks like when you start off from rank 0. Jesus. Okay, so go with sisters, right? So because I've unlocked some perks in the game, I can now start my rank. I can now start at rank 5, but instead, like I said, it's sort of cool to start at rank 0.
In the name of most holy Sigma,
we're not going to
I greet you, sister. Your service and dedication to our order has long been in my mind. As High Matriarch, I must put your conviction and...
Okay, so this is a brand new rank 0 warband. So when you first start a new warband, when you first buy the game, you won't have any veteran levels. But as you play through and you rank up, you'll get more veteran levels, and you'll be able to choose different perks and stuff like that. So I'll get into that a bit more when we start our other warband. But with your warband as well, when you first start, you'll only have your main leader, 1 hero slot, and with your hero slot, you'll only have access to the sister superior hero plus your DLC heroes. So if you've bought the smuggler or the wolf priest of Ulrich, you'll be able to use those. I don't use either of those in my sister's warbands. Yeah, I don't use either of those in my warbands. So it's, yeah, you don't need the DLC. But if you do get the DLC, then you'll be able to get those guys in there as well if you want. But yeah, your sister superior is your basic hero that you start off with. And you'll be able to take 3 henchmen, and you can choose between sisters or novices. So, and then you'll go through and you'll kind of rank up and etc. So what I'm going to do though is, because I've been playing the game for a long time, and there's a very slow grind with reputation. So it's actually nice to, if you want to start a new warband, instead of actually starting a new separate warband with its own separate reputation and everything, it's actually nice to go back and start a new warband. With your existing warband, if you get what I mean. So we just load warband. We go to my my highest level sisters one. Okay, so the Penitent Order is my old warband that I've leveled up to rank 10, and but it's not max. It's still not maxed out, even though it's a rank 10 warband. It's still not maxed out. I still don't have all of the reputations unlocked, but I'm working my way up, right? So if you go into the Smuggler's Den, then you've got all these reputations of different things that you're trying to level up. So I've got rank 5 of Sigmar's Haven unlocked, and the reason why that's important is because it means that I can recruit warrior priests. So warrior priests are a witch hunter hero, but I can actually recruit warrior priests into my Sisters of Sigmar band now. So even if I wipe this campaign and go back to 0, I'll still have the access to the warrior priests, and I'll still have the access to these special books showing up in my market rotation and all that kind of stuff. And this takes a long time to grind this stuff, like probably like dozens and dozens of missions. So what we can do is, instead of starting a completely new warband that would have 0 reputation, we'll just continue on with this one, but we'll give it a new name. We'll start with all level 0 characters and all that kind of stuff. So the veteran system basically lets you choose a bunch of perks. So once you've leveled up your characters and everything, you'll get access to all these perks. If at first you won't have any, so you don't need to worry about it, but as you level up, you'll get access to them. And so I'd recommend that you take Explorer first. Gives you access to, it makes it slightly cheaper to roll new missions. So if you go into here, you can send scouts. Makes it slightly cheaper to send the scouts, and also makes it higher chance of getting higher quality missions, like ones that have exceptional and good rewards. And then my second one I'd go for probably is Contact Librarian. This gives you a chance to get more enchantment recipes. Enchantment recipes is another one of the like endgame grinds that even after you get to rank 10, you're going to be grinding for enchantment recipes to get those like perfect setups. Negotiator gives you 3 days extra to do your wordstone requests. That means that you've got 3 days more in between your cycles where you have to send wordstone to Bertha best of wrong. That means if you're trying to level up one of these other ones first, then you've got more time in between shipments to put it into these other ones. It's not a big deal though, you could definitely skip that one. Then Merchant increases the chance of a sale event. So every now and again you get a random sale event, and just random purple items, purple enchantments, purple whatever will just come up for sale in the purple books or whatever will come up for sale in the Merchant one. Again, you don't really need this one, but just gives you a chance of getting random cool items every now and again. And then once you got those 4, they're the 4 that I always kind of take for every warband. Then you can go for like Weaponsmith, just gives you a chance of getting one-handed weapons, or Merchant gives you 40% chance to get a free consumable item with this contact. So we can take we'll get like free potions and stuff every now and again. That's like, I wouldn't really take that one on a new warband. If like later on you go back and respec, then you could maybe take that for a late game warband. But for an early game warband, you would probably go for like Weaponsmith or Great Weaponsmith, depending on what type of weapons your warband use. Or you go for like armor, whatever, like heavy armor or light armor, or whatever predominantly your warband uses, or helmets and shields. So we use a lot of helmets and shields in this one. So yeah, you start off with 1 free respec, and then you get another one once you, I can't remember when you get another one, but respec is earned every witching day. You'll receive a point in 229 more days. Okay, nice. So yeah, so we can do a respec, I guess. Actually, I won't use my respec, but yeah, just know that if I was going to start a new warband now, I'd probably not take Merchant. I'd probably take like Weaponsmith for one-handed weapons for sisters, and I'd probably take the Armorer's Apprentice that gives you shields and helmets, because pretty much everyone in my warband is going to have a helmet, and a lot of them are going to have shields. And the helmets you can put enchantments in your helmets that help with casting magic, and you can also get weapons that help with casting magic as well. So for your late game, like you might want to go more into spells. Early game it's going to be all about melee, but late game you might want to go more into spells. I regret going for gunsmith. Weapons and shields are really easy to get compared to armors and helmets. Doesn't drop from enemies. Yeah, if you're gonna go for a gun focused warband, I would definitely take gunsmith because you want to get those guns early. But Frederick's saying that he actually found plenty of guns without needing it. So but armor and helmets, that's a really good point. Weapons and shields drop from enemies, whereas armor and helmets don't. So yeah, it can be easier to get them stuff quicker, but there's pros and cons. Like if you're going for a gun focused one, or you're going for I'm going for a greatsword theme on my other army, then I went for great weapons because I need as many great swords as possible because my guys only use great swords, right? But that's like a very specific role playing thing, but yeah. Anyway, that's a really good point, Frederick. So yeah, weapons and shields drop from enemies. Armor and helmets don't. So it take longer to get your armor and stuff geared up. So yeah, that's actually a pretty good time. So yeah, thinking about that, maybe for sisters, you'd be better off going like heavy armor and yeah, maybe you'd be better off going like helmets and shields and like heavy armor, or helmets and shields. Yeah, or heavy armor and light armor. So you can go for Armor's Apprentice, gives you heavy armor. Oh, sorry, it gives you shields and helmets. Armorer gives you heavy armor. Leatherworker gives you light armor, and Tailor gives you cloth armor. Looted weapons are also generally better than the ones you get from the smith, as they often have random enchantments on them. Yeah, true. Although the problem in late game, you don't want ones with random enchantments on them because you want ones that are unenchanted, so that you can actually put the correct enchantments on them. So it's like, yeah, it depends which different parts of the game that you're at. But anyway, so let's start a new warband, right? So I've got this warband that's already quite high level. I've got like level 8 impressive with a bunch of skills, and got another level 7 impressive, got a rank 10 leader who's got one arm missing now apparently. But yeah, anyway, so what we'll do is we'll just fire all these dudes. So if you want to start a new warband, there's something that's just more exciting and fun about starting a new warband, right? So if you've been away from the game for a long time and you go back and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can, you feel like tired kind of thinking about leveling up your existing warband, I highly recommend just deleting, we'll have to wait till she's healed before finish training before we can fire them. But as soon as they're finished training, we can fire them. Yeah, so you just basically fire all your dudes, sell all your items, and then you can just kind of start from scratch again. And I don't know, there's something nice about just a clean fresh start. So we've got heaps of wicked items and stuff like that. We'll just sell all that stuff. We'll get this up pretty fast again though, because our warband's already high level. Alright, we have completely sold all of our stuff except for our grimoires, but we're not going to sell them. We'll keep them for now. Yeah, we won't talk about grimoires yet. That's a much later game thing that you guys aren't going to have access to when you first start out. But yeah, so all right, so we've got our new brand new fresh warband. So first of all, you need a leader. You won't have access to any hired swords when you first start. So there's a hired sword available that we could hire that's already rank 1. Not really worth getting a rank 1 one anyway. We'll just get a normal rank 0 leader, which is what you'd have access to when you first start. You only have 1 hero slot and 3 henchman slots when you first start. So we'll grab our hero. The only hero that we'll have access to is the Sister Superior. Get one of them. Boom. And we'll have 3 henchmen. So we'll just grab 3. Probably. Actually, this is a good, interesting one. So because of our reputation, we've now unlocked marksmen, so we can have ranged guys in our army, which is pretty awesome. That's why I kind of wanted to keep going with this one, because it's kind of cool having these things unlocked. But yeah, basically at the start, you're only going to have a choice of sisters or novices. Now, the novices have got 35% dodge and 26% parry, which is not really... Neither of those are very reliable, and her damage is 19 to 27. Whereas if you take a sister, they've got 25% dodge. It's like not as good, but their damage is 38 to 41 instead of 19 to 27. So they do a lot more damage. So we're going to do the same strategy that we did with the vampires, basically, where all of our sisters are going to be kind of expendable. And we're just going to focus on leveling up our main two characters. So yeah, you can take whatever you want, but the sisters are a bit more offensive, I would say, and they go for like heavier armor, and the novices are they make good sort of dodge tanks if you want to level them up a little bit, but we're not going to level them up at the moment. So I'm just going to take 3 sisters. So this is kind of like the play style that I'd recommend if you are just starting, if you're just starting the game with any faction, not just with the sisters. Sisters, the novices are actually good, but I'll talk about that later. But but just if you're brand new starting, you just want all of you guys to have dual wielding or two-handed weapons, so they do more damage on the charge. She's got 5 points, 5 red pills, which means she can do 1 normal attack for 2 red pills, and then her follow-up attack, if you've got 2 weapons or you've got a dual wield, a big weapon, then your second attack will cost 1 more red pill, and each one costs successively more. So she can do 2 attacks with the big weapon, or if I gave her a single weapon, it would only cost 2 red pills for each attack, so she'd still only be able to do 2 attacks. So 2 attacks with the big two-hander is better than 2 attacks with the one-hander, basically. The only other option that you've got for her is that she does have some parry. You give her a shield and she'd be able to be a bit tankier, but basically we're just going to go for damage at the start. And yeah, same thing with her. You can make her tankier, but if you just give her more damage, she's going to be better. So she's got a one-handed weapon at the moment. She'd be better off if she had a two-handed weapon. So you can go into your inventory. We don't have any two-handed weapons. So what we could do is just sell this guy, and then her two-handed weapon will go into our inventory, and then we can just hire a new sister superior. And then we can give her two-hander to our lord. Now she's got a great hammer. If we've got these guys are not going to be very good at dodging or parrying or anything like that, so I usually try and give them some light armor. So you check your store. There might be some light armor in there that you can grab. Otherwise, everyone's wearing cloth. But yeah, I think it's a bit random what you get in your store when you first start up. You can check it out. There might be a light armor. Just say there is one. We buy a light armor. There might be like one white helmet in there or something that you can get. These pendants give you 5% extra chance to pass all alone tests. They're actually all right as well. Grab one of those. So if one of you guys gets outnumbered, they have to roll an all alone test to see if they're going to basically skip their turn or miss out on most of their turn. So we could give this to our leader, and then she'll have, if she gets caught by herself, she'll have less chance to skip her turn. And we can give our leader the light armor to make her a little bit more durable. All right, so yeah, so this is kind of like what your basic level 0 warband should look like, I would say, for any faction. Just give all your guys either big weapons or 2 single-handed weapons, and that's going to make the most use out of your red pills and blue pills. They've given the most offensive damage. So we're not going to worry about dodging or anything. It's just about stacking up on the enemy and doing as much damage as we can to them as fast as we can. Now, you might want to start off on like an easy mission, because we don't really have much flexibility or strength or anything. When you first start out, you won't have no brutal missions will show up. I don't think any hard missions will show up. The only thing that'll show up will be like crappy looking missions, like that are normal or easy and have like bad rewards. So let's just do one of these. And so yeah, if you started off the first couple of missions, you'll only have access to easy ones anyway. Then launch and deploy means you have to choose where you guys go, whereas launch mission means you just get randomly deployed wherever you want. I usually try to go launch mission if I can, because it makes it more kind of random and fun and exciting, and that's one of the great things about Mordheim that makes it so good. But yeah, if you're a bit worried about you're new to the game, you're a bit worried you're going to die or whatever, then go launch and deploy. We've only got 5 guys at the moment, so it won't take too long to deploy them. So I'll just demonstrate that again.
Frightened your warband and scattered them in the ruins. They soon recover from their fright, but before the warriors can regroup, an enemy warband arrives and deploys near their wagon.
I'm just updating our... I need a screenshot. Is it F3? Okay, cool. Yeah, F3 is for screenshots if you want to get rid of the interface. So we can see on the map that our guys are kind of scattered around here. That's where they're starting off. They're witch hunters. So there must be a bit of a difference of opinion about which version of Sigmar is the correct Sigmar. So they're going to be somewhere around here. We've got to put one of their warriors out of action. Hans von Mortborg is probably their leader. And then if we do that, we're going to get like 3 or 4 extra experience for all of our guys, which is going to give us a really good boost. Just use our arrow keys to look at all of our different guys. Gonna make a new gonna make a new thumbnail. Actually, maybe I should brighten it up a bit. Sorry, one sec, just fixing up this thumbnail. Alright, back. So yeah, I don't know, hopefully this is like useful to you guys that are starting new warbands and stuff. And if you have any questions, I guess just let me know. Okay. So Sister Superiors first. Oh, did I do? Oh, I think I think we got the surprise roll. So even though I chose to set up, we didn't get to set up. So that's cool. So yeah, so priority is to kind of get you guys consolidated together, and especially my strategy is to try to make my Sister Superior and my Lord, my 2 main characters, get all the experience and keep them safe, and the other guys are kind of expendable. So we're going to stack up on these guys, these other three sisters are kind of scattered out more, so we're going to let them, the hero is going to sort of stay around here, and then the others can converge on them. Get some loots. Yeah, we'll kind of aim to meet up around here, I guess. We could look for some more loot. A formula and a purple clothing. So you won't you wouldn't be finding purple clothing already if you started at level 0 warband. You know, this would probably be like white like a white clothing item or whatever. So yeah, I won't worry about picking that up. We'll kind of keep it at low fire for a bit longer. But yeah, if you found a purple clothing like that, you'd be pretty wrapped. When they first start appearing, it's going to be pretty exciting. Okay, this guy's over here, so we want them to converge with these guys. The entry is here, pretty sure. So, going to come down here. When you get to your chest, you can. That's just to access your gear, so you can put any loot items that you've gotten in there. But on the other side, there's kind of like your flag or whatever. The enemy can steal it, but you can also pray to your idol. So that's our Sigmar idol up there. So we pray to that, and then it gives us a blessing, which makes us more resistant to wordstone resistance when we pick up loot, and also gives us extra bonus to all loan tests. Yeah, there's the doorway where these guys are going to come out once they've finished looting in there. Yeah, we want to get up into this looting area. Okay, there they are. So there's 3 of them stacked up. That's a dangerous situation. Like, ideally we want like one of them by themselves so we can just gank them with all of our dudes. So that's sort of dangerous having them stacked up like that. So we're gonna stay away from them and try and make them come towards our stacked up guys instead. Now, we don't really have much defense, right? None of our guys have got particularly good dodge or parry or anything like that. So the main defense that you've got is by trying not to take too many hits on one guy. So if so you can put you guys in dodge stance, and then they've got a chance of dodging the first hit that comes to them, which is going to be more useful later in the game. But in the early game, you guys probably aren't going to dodge a lot of time anyway. So another good thing to do is to go into ambush stance, and then basically if anyone moves into your zone, you'll charge and engage them. And so if we've got these guys all in ambush stance, right? One guy's going to come in, not right now, but just say, oh, here we go. One guy's going to come in here. If he comes around the corner, he's going to get charged by one of our guys. Then they're engaged. He's going to probably beat the crap out of that guy, but probably not kill them in one round. Then if another one of the enemies comes around, they're going to try to stack up onto that one guy that their other guy was already damaging. But if all my other guys are in charge as well, then they'll get picked up by another charge and pinned onto somebody else. So they basically spread them out so that they can't, you know, focus fire one of your guys. And then when it's your turn, you, with any of your unengaged guys, then you stack onto them one by one and wipe them out. So yeah, basically that's the early game. That's the game, early game. just trying to spread their damage onto as many of your guys as possible and try to focus your damage on to eliminate them one by one. All right, she's done all of her looting. Now we need her to get back in the game. Yeah, unfortunately I moved her too far away, so we're not going to be able to use her to stack up on this guy. Which kind of sucks, but it's alright. Okay, so we've got this guy here in ambush stance. Now, as soon as he sees us, he's going to charge us, and he's got the same movement as me. So he's got 6 movement, and we've got 6 movement as well. We've got 6 movement as well. So as soon as we get in range to charge him, he's going to charge me. So instead, we're just going to let him charge us, and that's fine. We'll counter strike. He'll counter attack again. Okay, so now she's quite wrecked, right? So she's like, we've used up her health pool. She doesn't want to tank any more hits, basically. We can't disengage him. Actually, we can delay. So it costs her two points to go into dodge stance, and but it only costs 1 to delay. So what we can do is put her last and hope that we kill him before the end of the round. I don't think we will, but we can give it a try. Right. So now I'm going to put this guy around here. This one's probably going to die because those 2 guys are going to come in and stack on her, and there's not really much we can do about it. But we'll try and do as much damage to this guy as we can. So charging reduces our attack, reduces our chance to hit by 10%, but it gives us 50% extra damage. So it's kind of generally worth it. Nice big hit. All right, I'll put her in dodge. I reckon the chances are that our Mother Superior is going to be able to kill this guy with 2 hits. So what are we going to do instead? Is put this guy in charge. So we could try and finish this guy off. So our character does 38 to 41 damage. So he's got 41 hit points left, so chances are she'd kill him in 1 hit. With a charge, she definitely will if it lands. Those 2 guys are going to come over. They're probably going to stack up on one of our characters. If they stack up on this, if they hit this guy here, then she's going to die, right? So what we're going to do is set up an ambush with this guy. Put it in the right place. So about there. Oh, a bit more. About there. Okay, so one of them will be able to attack. One of them will be able to attack that sister that's engaged on the left side there. But if a second one tries to stack up on her, the second one will get charged by me. So only one of them will be able to stack up on her. And none of them will be able to go after this guy. Well, hopefully none of them will go after this guy because then my charge will pick her up. But I mean, there's still a chance, but that's like the thinking behind it. And our Mother Superior, sorry, is going to come in. She's going to walk in. So she gets maximum accuracy, and she's going to one-shot this guy. Boom. Now that means we give the extra XP to her as well, which is what we're trying to do. And we're gonna, yeah, Hans von Mortborg's Token of Sigma. That's what we need to get to win the secondary objective. So we grab that, and we'll take one word stone for now. We'll hopefully pick up the other one with the other
Objective
one of our other characters.
completed.
Yeah, if any of you guys have any other tips like that I've not mentioned or whatever, then by all means. Okay, we can put her in ambush as well. So now we've got even better ambush chance, right? So basically, it's going to be, well, if they can pull out the ambush and then they can stack the ambush with the other guy if they really want. But going to be more chance of spreading their attacks, Get more wordstone. Now this little lady is like imminent, like very close to death. So her job from now on is just to stay at the back and try not to die.
Has started.
Hopefully this is going to work out really well and demonstrate what I was trying to explain before. Okay, so he went on her. She had dodge. So she didn't use her dodge. He just missed because he's crap. That's fine. Now the other guy can't stack on her because he might be able to squeeze in. Yeah, the other guy probably can't stack on her. He's probably going to have to go the other way, and he's going to get picked up by one of our other guys. Now I could. Cats are just having epic battles. Yeah, she can probably take a hit, so we'll put her in. Failed his dodge. That was probably a bit of a mistake. I probably should have used somebody weaker to hit him the first time, so that if he was going to dodge, then he wouldn't take it. But see, we're doing big hits. Every time we hit them, we're doing big hits, which is what you want. We don't have much defense, but we do. But they feel it when we do damage on them, Okay, so he didn't get to do his charge, so he doesn't get the extra 50% damage. We have to take a normal hit from him, but at least he didn't get to charge us. And he didn't get to stack up on either of our other guys. Now, again, she's a bit damaged, so it'd be nice to kind of rotate her into the back. But we'll just give her, yeah, so we'll think about that. We'll just give her a delay. We've got 5 red pills on her, 5 blue pills on her, so she's got room to move. And she's got still got room to use 2 blue pills to go into dodge stance as well. Give her a little bit more survivability. Not that the dodge is reliable, but Now this unit is going to run back over here and try and drop off her loot. It's probably a good idea to keep, even if they're really damaged, it's good to keep them, hey French. Yeah, even if they're damaged, it's like this one, it's probably a good idea to just keep them in the back, ready to throw in that one more attack that you need to kind of win the game or whatever, but I don't know. So I'd drop off some loot for her so she can be our little looter. Might just delay her because I want to feed the XP to my lord, if I can. Okay, so this bad boy, or bad girl, in this case maybe, is going to go in here, just in between the two of them. And we'll kill this guy. Ooh. Alright, well that ruined that plan. That's right, 1 more XP for her. Please win heroically for you. I will do my damnedest. Okay, and then she doesn't have any more action points left, but she's got the ability to stack up on this guy and get 2 on 1, so he has all alone. And you can check on them, check their things. And you can see this guy is not immune to all alone. So they have another type of henchman called flagellants, I think they're called, that are immune to all alone. So stacking up 2 on 1 doesn't do anything to them. But just having 2 guys on this guy, 2 of my guys onto one of their guys like this, means that he's got a pretty decent chance that he'll just be afraid and won't attack me. If he does attack this guy, he probably won't be able to kill her anyway. But we'll delay anyway. Now this one, she can charge. It does extra damage. Oh, didn't need to charge because he had hardly any health left. She could have just walked in and killed him. Just checking for loot. The game of circle and percent. It is a game of circle and percent, that's true. Alright, so we're just gonna put her here as just another option for this guy to attack. Just to slightly reduce the chances of him killing my lord. But he's not, I don't think realistically he's not gonna be able to kill my lord in one shot, so I think we're good. And she is just gonna kinda fade back a bit.
A new round has started.
That's it, we won. So yeah, that's our like first mission.
The faithful need never fear defeat, for great Sigmar's strength lives within them.
So, because we killed the leader that we needed to kill, we got the 3 XP extra for everybody and decisive victory. So basically 4 experience more. Normally you only get 2 XP per mission, right? We got 4 extra because we did the bonus objective. So that's really good. And she killed 2 enemies. So I'm trying to feed XP into my leader to get her to level up faster because she's like my MVP kind of character. Still playing Rogue Trader? I don't know if I'll be able to play Rogue Trader much more. Cyclic, sorry. I don't know. See how I go. Maybe. Definitely not going to play it today. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of all these items and stuff. We won't use any of them yet, just to simulate what it'd be like for you guys for starting a new rank zero army. We'll do a few missions like, you know, as if we're at rank 0 still. And then we'll kind of progress on up the ranks. Yeah, so we'll sell that. This Sigmarite Warhammer, -6 Divine Wrath chance. If we want to start using magic, that's actually really good. But we won't worry about that now. Let's get rid of all this. So we've just got our one extra Sigmarite Warhammer. And some clothing and a shield. Now, when we level up, so for our Mother Superior, I usually like to go with heavy armor, but light armor is good as well. If you're going to go heavy armor, you want to go strength 6 as soon as possible so that you can level her up into heavy armor proficiency. Probably a good one to go for early. Another one that's good to go for early is Resilient. It takes 3 days to learn level 1 Resilient, which is pretty rough, and you need 9 toughness, but it gives you 10% critical resistance. I don't know, I feel like if you're going to invest in a character, then Resilient is kind of like one of the things you really want. You don't want it to get crit. The more crits they get, the more injuries, the more chance they are getting crippled, and then, you know, then they're done. But yeah, you gotta kind of decide what you're gonna do with your character. I tend to usually go for an order leader with a shield and hammer, but that probably won't be this character. So this character, we're probably just going to use her as a hard hitter most of the time. Strength 6 is always a pretty good one to get because it gives you 1 extra loot slot, so we can pick up more wordstone and all that kind of stuff. If you're not sure what you want to spend your skills on yet, you don't need to spend them. You can just save the points. But I definitely want that 1 point in strength, so we'll take that. Gives them more damage as well. These guys, yeah, same thing. Going to go more strength, more leadership, so they don't flee if they get surrounded. Just level them all up together. They're all just bruisers. Basically, just going to use them the same way we did in the first battle. And she is going to pretty much do the same thing. It's going to go for toughness. They don't have very many physical stats, do they, the sisters? She's got good weapon skills, so she could be a good parry tank or just a good damage dealer as well. Oh yeah, she's got this ability for Sigma, which increases the movement range by 3 meters for 1 turn. It costs her 2 points to use it, but it's kind of cool if you want to, like, if you've got like another character that's lagging behind or whatever, she can just cast that on them and they can kind of catch up, which is pretty good. Also, if you're going for a impressive later on, then you can boost their movement, which is really nice. Wonder how close we are to. Yeah, we've got a fair bit of wordstone. So we're currently on. We've got ranked up to level 3 already. Like obviously, if you rank 0, you won't even have this option at first. But actually, yeah, we won't worry about this. I'll talk about it later. It's fine. All right, so you do your first mission, then you advance to your next day. I'll just quickly get rid of the rest of these old characters that we had. Cool. So now we've got just our 0 warband. For you guys, these other slots will be locked, obviously, because my warband's not usually level 0. It's level 10. They're open, but yeah, we can just pretend. All right. So on your second day, you're still not going to be able to do any of these brutal, exceptional, deadly missions. You're only going to have like average, like this kind of crap, average, normal missions. So we'll just do one of those.
Exploring one of the city's old residential districts, you quickly discover that you aren't alone. Another warband is looting the nearby buildings. Dispersed in the ruins, the scavengers present an inviting target for your warriors as they deploy near your...
Oh yeah, any ideas for sisters? Any idea for a new name for the warband? We got Sisters of Mercy was the the first suggestion. I don't mind that, but I feel like it's a little bit obvious. Sisters of Avalon. You reckon they're like Bretonnian? They're Bretonnian or they're high elf? They're like high elf worshipping or something. Mr. Sister. Keepers of the Mysteries. Keepers of the Mysteries. The Velvet Hammer. Sigmar's Mercy. Sisters of Sigmar's Mercy. The ghouls got hot. Hey, Stephen. There you go, buddy. I think that it's really cool to show how to start warbands. So I've just been thinking about this for a week or two, I guess, and we were just talking about starting new warbands. So I thought, look, I'll try and show some content about starting new warbands. So that's what we're doing right here. Put the following. Okay, we've got to kill Cack Slinker and get his warp trinket. I reckon that guy there's probably him. But we have to wait till he gets a bit closer to figure it out, I guess. It'd be good if we could get some of this wordstone, but if we just finish the map quick, that'll work too. So all of our guys are on the same level. There's a choke point there. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a good idea to stack up on the choke point. On this side of it would be ideal. Or we could go through. Gotta be. I only like my I only like my names to be like roleplay appropriate, kind of. It's one of my little quirks. Yeah, I'll show off the sisters at the for Sigma, so she can for Sigma these dudes and then give them extra movement. Sisters of Vengeance. Sisters of Vengeance is a bit closer to what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's not bad. might actually just... No, yeah, I'm thinking maybe we go... Oh. Check that, there's crows over there. I'm kind of torn now. I want to go over, but... I'm pretty confident everyone's going to be able to get through here. I don't want to be like, we don't want to be stuck. Like the worst possible outcome would be if like she was here and then she got caught here and there was like 2 or 3 of them on me and everyone else is stuck behind her and can't help her. That's like the worst possible thing that could happen in this situation. This is still a bit tight here. Like it'd be much better actually to fight over here. So when they come out one at a time, we can just jam them up. So yeah, if I wanted to play real cheesy, I just keep all my dudes in here in a big pile and then just not move. Oh my god. I just ran around, used up all my movement, went almost back to where I started, then hit a trap, which wasted all my movement. So now she's stuck there. Anyway, talking too much, not concentrating. Yeah, so if I wanted to be really cheesy, the best thing would be just to stay here, right? But let's be a bit more aggressive and push out. Get a punch on happening. Sisters of Perpetual Mercy. Sisters of Mercy has been suggested already. That could be a good one. The clam hammers. I feel like I'm not going to go, like, I'm just saying right now, I'm not going to go for anything that's like super crass or anything like that. It's not just because I don't want to have a crass name, but it's also because I like to get into the roleplay thing, you know, like I like my dudes to be all like righteous avengers of Sigmar, laying down the fanatical zeal on their enemies and shit, you know. So I don't really go for joke names or anything like that. Just telling you, just letting you know. See, I want my little ladies to be heroes of Sigmar, not objects of ridicule. How dare you? But I do appreciate the humor, but it's inappropriate in this situation. These are my righteous warriors of Sigmar. Right, she can actually probably... She should get a bit of loot, but... I'm just going to leave her up here, put her in ambush. So yeah, same thing as what I was saying before. So tactics-wise, you know, what we're not trying to set up any super tanks or anything. What we're trying to set up is for our guys to... Ooh, here we go. So they can charge us from outside of our range of our... They can charge from outside of our ambush range. So it would have... So yeah, that was... Sorry, I'm getting distracted now. There's another issue. But when you're up against Skaven, it's sometimes a good idea to go into dodge stance instead of ambush, because they're going to charge you from outside your ambush anyway. At least if you save your red pills, then you can counterattack them. So in that particular example there, she should have been in dodge stance, so she could have taken the charge and then counterattacked. But like I was saying before, you want at least, if like against Skaven, say, maybe you want your front guy to be in dodge stance, but then you want a couple of guys behind him in charge stance so that they can't stack up onto the front guy. If they try to bring a second guy in to stack up on the front guy, then your second guys will charge them, you know. So you'll end up, yeah, so you want to spread their initial guys that come into your warband, you want to spread them across multiple of yours that are going to tank those hits, and then when it's your turn, you want to, you know, counterattack and stack onto them. So I do the Sigmar's Daughters. Sigmar's Daughters is pretty good actually. Oh yeah, good one, Super Tramp. Alright. Sigmar's Daughters. Alright, that's yeah, I'm liking that one. We might put it, maybe we'll get the best 4 and we'll put it to a vote. Titty tassels for Sigmar. See, no, that's exactly what I was not going for. Okay, so we could charge here for a bit of a bigger hit, but we won't have enough red pills then to do a second attack. So we're gonna go for that second attack. Also, we don't need all of our blue pills to get into range to fight, right? So just say I was in range, right, worked right in there. It cost me 3 blue pills, and I've got 4. I mean, it cost me 1 more blue pill, sorry, and I have 3 left over. So we'll just go back here and we'll try and yeah, so she doesn't have for Sigmar on her at the moment. So we'll for Sigmar. Oh crap, we can't see her from here. Oh no, we can now. There we go. So yeah, we'll Sigmar her so she's got a bit more movement so she can catch up. Yeah, Daughters of Sigmar is pretty good. Ah, I missed. Ah, he dodged. Alright, alas. Trying to takes the bow. Alright, so it's Cack Slinker's warp trinket that we need. Oh, there he is, Cack Slinker. So this is the DLC unit that we were talking about before. Now, always be charging with these guys. So it cost me 2 red pills to do a normal hit, 3 red pills to do a charge attack. So we'll go for a charge, gives us more damage. Probably going to miss, but that's alright. Nope, didn't miss. Didn't miss that time. Alright, and she's still got enough points to dodge. She's probably, like, her dodge is not going to be very effective, but Mordheim's Revenge. Mordheim's Revenge does sound pretty cool, but I don't know, I don't feel like it's Sisters specific enough. Scissor Sisters of Sigmar. Thanks for your, thanks for being a member for 21 months, Winky. I much appreciate that. But I do not appreciate your fail attempts at finding names for my warband. I appreciate the energy, but you're way off base, way off base. Like, you know, something like, you know, Righteous Eviscerators of the Emperor's Glorious Vengeance. Like, that would be a good name. That's what we're going for. It's got to be Warhammer, you know, it's got to be over the top. Well, it doesn't have to be, but over the top is good. Alright, we're going to put her on... Alright, we're going to just walk into a trap. And we're going to stay right here. Okay, so yeah, so if she gets attacked next turn, she's probably going to get charged from outside of her charge range. So we'll not go into ambush stance. I'll just do nothing. I'll just stand there and take the hit. The Damnation Conclave. The Damnation Conclave sounds pretty cool, actually, but it sort of sounds a little bit heretical. How to explain? Why are they called the Damnation Conclave? How does this relate to their righteous glory of Sigmarness? Alright, more XP for our glorious leader. Don't need any of those weapons. Sigmar's Malleus. I like that. Sigmar's Hammer in Latin. I'll get some looting in here. Seeking retribution due to being damned could be thematic. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Because the Sisters of Sigmar, I think historically the Sisters of Sigmar got infiltrated by a Lamian cult or something, and they basically all got like the entire order, the guilty and the not guilty, all got declared hereticus, and basically got wiped out. So yeah, I feel like seeking redemption or retribution due to being damned could be pretty good. The something of damnation, vengeance of the damned. Nah. Yeah, damnation's a good word. I feel like conclave. What's conclave mean? I feel like conclave sounds a bit like cult. I mean, they are part of the cult of Sigma, but it sounds a bit like heretical cult. Galma girls. No good. But yeah, actually, I'm liking this. Seeking retribution due to being damned. Daughters of damnation. Ah, see, Daughters of Damnation sounds a bit too much like they worship Slanesh. Chosen of the Conclave. Chosen of the Conclave sounds pretty cool. But I'm kind of into this whole theme now of the retribution from damnation thing. How do we make that happen more? Where's this, we need to kill this fucker. If we want to get that extra XP. Oh, this is a bad situation. See, she's caught in a 2v1 and we can't stack up on them because we don't have enough room. Alright, I do want to go after their leader. Daughters of Repentance. They don't have to be daughters, they could be the Order. Sigma's Retribution. I feel like we should try and get Sisters or Order in there somewhere. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere now. There we go. If we get into the back of these guys, that'll be really nice. Oh, we made it. Alright, glorious. Yeah, we'll squeeze her in here. Red Sonja, Acolytes of Sigma. What about Damned? Damned Redeemers. Order of the Damned Redeemers. But wait, but if you're damned, can you be redeemed? I feel like if you're damned, you're damned. There's no redemption. Isn't that how damned works? Okay, now. I think the one that's already up here, like that one that, oh shit. Oh god. This is why you gotta be careful with your movement. So now we're stuck, we can't get back. That's okay. We can only fit one more in the front anyway. So if we have an extra one going around the back, that's okay. Please win heroic for you. I will do my best. Alright, always be charging. Bam! We might win this before we get the extra, the Righteous Order of the Damned. Yeah, that sounds pretty good actually. Repentance. Penitent Sisters. Penitent Sister? Penitence? Yeah, we're getting somewhere now. We're homing in on it. I feel like we're homing in on it. The Penitent Sisters of the Damned. Penitent Sisters. Sigma's Penitent Redeemers of the Damned. Fuck, I don't know. I love grey characters, you know, like shining glorious heroes are cool. But I really love grey characters, you know, that are like sinners, but of kind of sinners that are kind of trying to seek redemption and stuff like that. So I'm really into this whole you know, first Redeemers action. Fun fact: the Sisters of Sigma is actually called the Order. The Order of Merciful Sisters of Sigmar, or the Sisters of Mercy for short. Ah, glorious. All right, so we actually beat them before we actually managed to loot anything or kill the or finish the
faithful
thing.
need never fear defeat, for great Sigmar's strength lives within them.
It's true. Great Sigmar's strength does live within them. Like Lagain in the Wheel of Time, not good, but not too bad either.
Remarkable.
But mostly by hammer and love, exactly. By the hammer.
The gods are with you.
All right, so after you do like a few missions, I think do you unlock an extra henchman slot first, or you actually unlock an extra hero slot first? Can't remember. Yeah, does anyone? I think you unlock an extra slot, one of these slots you unlock first. I can't remember whether you, or maybe like a hero and a extra henchman at the same time. Something like that. I'll keep going until we get a character to level 3, maybe. Kelly Von Cass. Name's Kelly. Kelly's not a very Warhammer name, I've got to say. That's alright. Okay, so yeah, so after you've done your first mission, then it'll give you the opportunity to send stuff to your factions. I think that it initially gives you a mission where you've got to send like 75 wordstone to your main faction. So you might only have like 40 wordstone or whatever, so you wouldn't send the 40, you just wait till you get the 75, and then you can finish off the requested amount. But then once you've sent back the requested amount, then you can just put it into whichever one you want. So we talked about this a bit before. Like, going into your main faction is never a bad idea, because you can eventually unlock 60% wardstone paid, and then eventually 70% wardstone paid. That's what we're kind of trying to unlock now.
You are getting noticed.
So now I'm obviously a lot more advanced with this warband. Now I've unlocked level 4, so I've got wordstone requests are now paid at 70%. So that means all of our wordstone, like all of our requests we get paid more every time we send wordstone to anybody. I'm pretty sure. Should actually check that. That's interesting. Oh, so this is... Oh, okay. That's interesting. I thought that these went up and down based on your rank, but I think it goes up and down based on who you most recently sent wordstone to. So you can see we're at 100% here. This one's on plus 50%. Oh no, this one's on 0. Oh, or are these random? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, actually, I don't know about that, so I was just talking about it. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, so you send these to unlock your stuff. We already talked about a fair bit of this in other... Yeah, what's your tip, Winky Winky? Let us know. I'm about to jump out of this wordstone section here, but yeah. But yeah, I guess the main things I'm looking for is, yeah, my main one, I want to unlock the 60 and 70. But usually when I'm going for it, I've got like... You send your main one only when the shipment's requested. Yeah, why is that? How does that... What do you think the advantage of that is? I think, like, for me, the main thing really is getting the henchman. So, like, for this one, you can get Flagellant Henchman unlocked. And for this one, you can get... Warrior Priest unlocked, and you get Marksman Henchman. So for me, for Sisters, for sisters, the coolest thing the coolest thing to unlock for them was having marksman henchmen, so you can get guys that can shoot, because no sisters have ranged attacks. You can get guys that can shoot, and to get a warrior priest, because warrior priest is just really cool, and they kind of thematically go with the sisters. So I really wanted to unlock Sigmar's Haven maxed out all the way as fast as possible. So yeah, so like Winky was saying, you could just only send points to Bertha when you actually need to, just to do a shipment, and then the rest of the time you just send everything to Sigmar's Haven. But yeah, you get more rep, like, so you can see down here we're getting plus 50% more rep here. We're only getting minus 10% rep here. So if I want to get both this one and this one to level 5 in total the fastest possible, then it's better if you like kind of jump back and forwards or whatever. Whereas if I just keep going in here, I'm just going to always be getting like minus 10%. But I don't know. I mean, we're kind of not too far away now. Are flagellants as bad as they are in Warhammer 3? Flagellants are okay. They're immune to all alone. So they're good as like throwaway kind of roadblock sort of dudes. Or you can make them into decent dodge tanks, I think, as well. If rep increases one level, it adds a bonus to the other two. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I guess will it go up above 50%, or is 50% the max? Like if I get this up to max, will I go up to plus 60%? Yeah, anyway, so yeah, so if you want to get maximum total rep, you can kind of bounce around and it'll be better, whereas you'll be getting negatives, I guess. But with the gold, how does the gold work? Is the gold based off who you've sent shipments to recently, or is the gold bonus more like random? And also, I don't know if anyone knows, this 60% here, does that go, is that 60% for, yeah, it's all Wordstone requests. It's not just for Bertha, it's for everybody, right? So when you get to level 2 and level 4 here, that means you get more money from all of them, not just from Bertha, right? But anyway, yeah, it's kind of a brain twister thinking about all this stuff. But yeah, you can try to, I don't tend to worry about efficiency too much. I tend to focus more on, you know, what I want to unlock. So I just want to like, oh, just Wordstone requests. Oh, so this is like not really very important at all. Oh, that's really, oh crap, I've been telling people the wrong thing. All right, apologies everybody. That makes sense. Wordstone requests. I thought I was reading that as Wordstone shipments. So that's actually not really useful at all. So when you first start off, you get basically no gold for your requests unless you go over. So once you get to this, then you get 60%, and then once you get this, you get 70%. So you're getting heaps more money from your requests. But you only have one request every, like, you know, 5th or 6th time that you send Wordstone or more, you know. Really? I thought it was 0. Oh, okay, I thought it was 0. I'll check it out next time, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So, but anyway, yeah. So I don't really worry about the efficiency or anything too much. But I thought this was giving you extra gold on all of them, but it's actually useless pretty much. So you can just ignore that. You mainly just care about, yeah, the henchmen that you're trying to unlock, and in the long term, like in the mid to long term in Endgame, you mainly just care about the henchmen that you're trying to unlock and these books. So when you have like a certain kind of when you have a certain kind of specific spec that you're trying to get, then you're going to need these certain books to be able to do it. So you might want to unlock certain ones. So for leaders, like it might be the same problem I had with my vampire. If I want to make her a leader, I know she's fine. So I need 15 intelligence and 15 leadership. I might not have enough, just say I might not have enough total points. Then I might need a mental grimoire. Or I might have like a character that doesn't have I might need 15 accuracy for a particular skill, and then I need an accuracy grimoire to be able to get the maximum up to 15. So yeah, and you can stack as many books as you want onto one character, can't you? Or you can only have one of each, but you can have like one strength, one mental, one martial, or is there like a maximum of a certain amount of books or something? Anyway, but yeah, so like what I was trying to say is like, yeah, if in terms of the end game or whatever, you're looking at the books, you're looking at what henchmen you're going to unlock. You might want to have a special themed warband that's got guns in your sisters or whatever. But in terms of the early game, like the early mid and early, the main thing you really want is money. Later on you don't care about money at all, but early on you really do care about money. So early, probably the best thing I'd recommend for new players is just to look at this, look at how much money you're going to get, and just get the most money that you can until you've saved up about 2,000 to 3,000 gold, and just try to always have 2,000 to 3,000 gold in your bank, because if you get access to buy a hired sword that's higher level and the one that you want, then you want to have that money to be able to afford it. Is it like Warhammer 3 in that it drops off late game in terms of enjoyment? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think that the early game is sort of more fun, but there's a lot of like cool builds and stuff that you can do that you can't do until the late game. And also the grind is very long, so it takes like a long time to kind of get to late game. Because like even when you got like a rank 10 warband like I've got now, I'm probably pretty late game now, but like like after you get to rank 10 you're not late game, you know what I mean? You still need like enchantments and stuff. Like you're still kind of grinding for stuff, you know, and you're still trying to build new certain specs and stuff and everything. But yeah, I'd say like eventually you'll probably get to a point where you burn yourself out after you've played like hundreds of hours on a single warband or whatever. But I think that, yeah, it takes quite a long time to like build everything up, and it's fun. It's like fun. The journey is fun, you know. I think it's just a matter of like when you get to ultra late game, you're gonna have to grind a lot of missions before you see any improvement. Like you might have everything that you want, like ultra late game, you know, you might have every single thing that you want, all you guys fully outfitted in purple gear, all you guys at level 10 with all the skills that you want, booked out, everything perfect. But there might just be one guy that needs a level 2 accuracy enchantment to give him extra crit or something, you know, and you've only got a blue enchant, so he's got like 3% less crit than you want him to have when he had perfect, you know. And so like in order to make that guy perfect, you need that new crit enchant, but it might take you a long time to get that crit enchant, and when you do, it's only a tiny little incremental increase, you know. So as you get closer and closer to end game, your like improvements get less, you know, but it takes a long time to get there, and there's a lot of mid game, I would say. Anyways, but yeah, I'd say the early, the mid, and the kind of late mid is all pretty good. It's just when you get to like ultra late game, you might get a bit bored. But the good thing about that it's got kind of like a built-in thing with that, which is what I'm doing right now. It's like once you get to that like ultra late game, when you're just trying to get those last little bits, what you can do, instead of keeping going with your endgame warband, you can just delete everybody, start again like I have just now with a new level 0 warband, and start all over again. And you're still kind of unlocking that ultra late game stuff while you're at the same time unlocking your early game stuff for your new warband. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of cool. Anyway, let's keep going. Thanks a lot to Stephen McGuth and Winky Winky Woo for your support. We'll have to honor you with in the game. Mother McGuth. Where's the bit of red and black action, I reckon. Oh, green and white, maybe. Is it green and black? Green and black would be good. No, that's pretty good. Mother McGarth and Sister Wanky, Sister Winky. Sister Von Winken. Sister Von Winken. And Sister Von Winken will have to go blue. I will go blue and white with her, but go like a different blue and white. White, more white, less blue. I want to go like reversed. Can we do reversed? Well, that looks pretty cool. Let's do that, but with a bit of blue mixed in as well. Arms. What's that? That's number 1. Yeah, that one. Style 4. Glorious. All right. Yeah, there's no, yeah, that's fine. All right, let's do it.
Market stock has been replenished.
All right, so now we're gonna go in. Oh, we can still buy all this random crap. Oh no, this is not. Oh wow, cool. So we got some more master enchants. So we're kind of simultaneously doing like early game and mid game at the same time. And we can buy 2 more mental grimoires. We'll grab those. Just keep buying all these books as they become available. So we're not going to be using any of that stuff yet, but we'll just kind of keep that towards our late game. You have henchmen with like 4 or 5 injuries and it messes up the other team's balancing so much. Nice. Yeah, we could we can like, yeah, like I'm sort of trying to demonstrate a specific kind of way of playing where you keep your henchmen low level, but you don't necessarily have to play that way. It's just a I think it's a good way for new players to sort of get the hang of the game and stuff. But yeah, what I'm looking for in terms of henchmen is a rank 7 leader and a yeah, you can delete henchmen to level 2 or 3, but then eventually you start getting to a point. So what the strategy here is that we delete henchmen at level let's say that we leveled up or whatever and we got another henchman now. You delete henchmen when they're and keep them low level. And what's the second hero that you unlock? Is it the or do we already have these? I think you start off with these guys as well. All right, so let's say we've got 2 heroes now, and we've got more henchmen. Well, we can have more. We'll have 5 henchmen. Let's go all the way. All right, so we've kind of like fast forwarded now into the future. So our warband's like rank. Wouldn't be rank 5. Our warband's like rank 3 or 4 or something like that. Now this lass, she's not very good. She can make an okay agility tank. She's really good at searching. She gets a free. She can do free searching. What is it? Is it alertness? Perception test. Yeah. So she can go have a lot high alertness. I'll probably show it. Probably show it. Yeah, if you get like 1 arm on a dodge guy, it's kind of cool. All right, we'll give her we'll buy her a Sigmarite Warhammer from the shop. And we'll just carry on now. We might start. Oh, I bought the wrong dude. So for me personally, I prefer to start off with sisters because they've got 2 weapons. Although you could just give 2 weapons to a novice, that would be fine as well. But then when I go for higher level henchmen, I kind of like to use the novices more than the sisters. So yeah. But actually, what's their special ability again? The sisters, When after gathering Wordstone, their movement range increases by 2 meters for 2 turns. Not stackable. Pretty good. And our novices. That's not the right character. Oh, did I just hire another sister? God damn. Okay, novice. All right. Novices get... After dealing melee damage, dodge chance increases by 5% by 1 turn. Stackable. Oh, yeah. So this is really sweet, right? So this is why one of the reason why these guys are so good. So you can go like dodge. You can go dodge build with these guys. Somebody told me about their dodge, like heavy armor dodge melee resist build, like just super tank build for the novices. I want to try it out. But we'll have to work our way up to that. But yeah, so if we get a rank 7 novice, I want to buy it and see if we can like make a melee resist heavy armor tank dodge novice. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we'll see how we go. But every time they hit in melee, which they can get 2 attacks later on, then they increase their dodge chance by 5%. So they get plus 10 from attacking, which is kind of cool. Anyways, all right, let's play with this team. All right, so after you do a few missions, then you unlock, then you start getting like hard missions and brutal missions and stuff like that. Brutal, good. Can't go wrong with that. It says both teams deploy around their warband, so we're going to get a chance
Moving
to.
through a supposedly deserted area of the city, you
Never
find
mind,
yourself
we got
suddenly
ambushed.
surrounded by enemy warriors and must make a stand around your wagon.
Sister's Big Girl is a great heavy armor dodge champ. Yes, for sure. So
A new round has started.
There's 2 different builds that I like to do with these sisters. One of them is where the leader is an order leader, and she follows the impressive around and just wrecks everything. And the other one is the like fireball kind of style, where we have the 3 fireballers, and then we have the rest of the novices kind of running around defending them. Double shotgun sisters. All right, so we're kind of surrounded. The good thing about the sisters is that they often have pretty low leadership, pretty low initiative, sorry. So you can see there pretty much all of our warband is going to go last. So our mission so far is to try to keep our sister superior and our mother like leveling up. Oh yeah, also she gets she can do perception for free, and she got 95% perception. So I'll cast that. So we just succeeded in a perception test. Now what that means is within the range of that perception, she can see everything like X-ray vision. So you can see here, she can see this chest. Obviously we can see it anyway, but yeah. But the other thing is that means that she's immune to traps, which is quite cool. And she can see enemies through walls. She can see loot. She can see exactly where loot is. So yeah, it makes her a pretty cool, like, kind of looter. So the vampire lord is over here. He should be in dodge stance. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's good. That was another good. Good early game tip from Winky. Always buy helmets. So you check at the start of the game. Just check your. Oh, he's in charge. Oh, he's already moved. Oh shit! I didn't realize he'd already moved. Crap. That was an error. Free perception, you could abuse that to move endlessly. Yeah, I think you can. I mean, no, I think you can only do it once though, can't you? Oh, we should have given her a single weapon. I didn't realize she had 4 red pills. Crap. Yeah, she's dead anyway. So... yeah, how cool would it be if somebody could like buy it and keep working on it? That'd be really cool. I think we're gonna get wrecked in this one. First brutal. First, is this brutal or hard? I think this is brutal, isn't it? Oh yeah, all you guys start off in dodge stance. So when you get these like ambush ones or whatever, all you guys start off in dodge stance. So if you have high dodge, then it's really good for being ambushed. Yeah, she died. She didn't last too long. Yeah, how come she only had 4 red pills? I don't know why she only had 4 red pills. She should have had 5. Okay, she just succeeded in her terror test, which means that she's gonna automatically be immune to terror now for 2 turns? 1 turn? 2 turns. Oh, you get yeah, 1 less red pill when you get ambushed. Of course, yes, I totally forgot about that. Okay, this is a bit of a complex one. We want to kill the leader, but we also want to, like, she's got 2 guys on her, so she's going to get all alone unless we, you know, unless we put some other guys on to stop the all alone. 58. Why is it only 58%? Oh, whatever. Do it. Let's rock. Oh, damn it. He's probably got dodge on as well. I knew the hardest to play against. Anyway, so this will happen sometimes where you just get absolutely rocked, especially in the early game. Hopefully in the late game this doesn't happen too much. We got two guys down already on turn 1. Yeah, ambushes are rough. Yeah, we've already used his dodge up, so that we want to, now that he's got no dodge, we want to stack up as many attacks on him as we can. Yeah, when you get higher level, you get more leadership and stuff, and the fears aren't as damaging to you, but they're still bad. Right, we're gonna have 1 down at least. Yeah, poison doesn't work on them either, yeah. Yeah, she's not gonna do too well in that fight, but she might live 1 more turn because he's only attacking with a dagger. We'll try and leave her by herself with him though, because as long as she's by herself on him, there's only 1 person that has to roll crap. Thought we were gonna kill that necromancer this turn. No worries, Stephen. Hopefully, your sister will win honor for us. Mother McGarth will do her best.
A new round has started.
Yeah, this one's a real mess. Oh yeah, so that hero that we took, I just wanted to take her to show off the perception, free perception that she gets. But yeah, I'm not actually sure. Can you just use the free perception endlessly to get infinite movement? I can't remember if you can or not. But even if you can, it would be really boring and cheesy. But yeah, she's actually pretty crappy, I find. Like, I'd probably rather have two sisters superior and just not bother having one of them. Yeah, the blind chicks are kind of a bit crap. I think they make okay dodge tanks, but I don't know. I think they can only wear cloth, so they're kind of limited. Yeah, I never really had a good build that I like to use them for, or anything in particular. I like the Sister Superior just being just nice heavy tanks. Should have used a minion to get rid of that dodge. Yeah, they don't get all alone on their characters. So there's not really much point. Oh, but they get all alone on necromancers. Man, he just crit with the magic spell. That's brutal. He got dumbfounded. Alas. Alright, now their vampire's free to move. Ghouls can't even retreat? Yeah, I don't think the zombies can either. Alright, I'll do a charge on the Lord, and if she passes a terror test, which she did, then I think maybe we stack up on the Lord, try and kill him. Hey Leo, how you going, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is bad. This is a bad scene. I don't know what. Not really much I can say about this, other than it's just bad. We're fighting 1v1 everywhere, and they've got the numbers advantage because they killed more of us than we killed of them. So yeah, it's just not good.
A new round has started.
Yeah, we're gonna rout in a minute. Well, maybe not. I mean, yeah, it's getting pretty bad. Restart, yeah. We get to restart. We get to start a new mission after we die. All right. A big charge would be nice, but actually, yeah, we'll do a big charge to start with. She might get terrored anyway. And the big charge is not very good against the heavy armor. Why is she doing so little damage? You know, I guess... Oh yeah, I guess it's 63 to 69, and he's reducing it by 50%. Yeah, she failed the terror test, so that means that she would have only got one attack anyway. At least she got the 50% extra damage. No, but she got 50% extra damage from charging. And then 50% less damage from his armor, so she should have done more damage than that, I thought. Hey, Moritz. Yeah, she's getting 2-on-1, but she passed her all alone check. Otherwise, she would have routed and run away and gotten killed. And this is so bad. Yeah, we're going to definitely lose this one. So our main mission is to try to basically hope that our Mother Superior, and our Sister Superior and our Patriarch don't get crippled.
A new round has started.
So we're probably going to rout pretty soon. If you pass an all alone test, you don't have to roll a new one unless more enemies come in there. What? Yeah, do you have to roll a new all alone test every round, or is it only every time new enemies join or whatever? Terror test passed. Alright, so you can do 2 attacks this time, right? Oh, that was it. She dropped him. Fuck it. Oh, we could be in. Oh, we could be in with a chance here. If we can drop this Necromancer hero. I'll put her in the corner there, so hopefully not too many people can stack up on her. Sister Von Wave. She's passing the all alone checks like in bowls. What a legend. I'm happy I put those extra 3 points into leadership or whatever. She's gonna die. Yeah, when he kills her, we're gonna rout.
Your warband morale is critically low.
Yeah, I think we're about to lose. Yeah, we failed. Oh, lost our first battle. Alright, well, that's what happens when you have a low level warband. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. Mistakes were made. I did make a couple of minor errors, but I mean, maybe we would have lost that one anyway.
Trials are set to test our resolve. Prove yourself worthy of Sigmar's holy benevolence, and you will be triumphant.
Yeah, suiciding that new hero into the ghoul at the start, that was a very bad idea. Survived there. Earl preferring didn't
It's
make it.
over for this one.
Stupid. Skull wound has left your warrior stupid, sometimes forgetting what it must do. If not engaged in melee, the warrior must pass an intelligence test or do nothing for the turn. Alright, we're going to fire her. She lost all of her XP. That's
The
kind of
gods
fine.
are with you.
Sister von Winken was the most valuable dude. Took out two enemies. Everyone got fortunate return. Oh wait, severed leg. Severed leg's not good. But all that dudes just got smashed. Best bit about it being nasty to the player, yeah. Oh, she got her weapons stolen. This is our like mashed up unit. I really like the yeah, I really like the look of these guys. I think they look really cool. But yeah, I don't know. They just I remember playing around with the build with the build planner and trying to figure out like a good build to do with them or something, but I couldn't really figure out anything that was good. I guess because they don't have these guys don't have 15 max accuracy, so if you want to make a real like damage dealer, I guess like a crit machine, then you know, I guess they're best for that. But you know, they don't have much strength, so they're not really going to be super good at it. But yeah, I guess you could make some kind of like parry tank crit character or something, but yeah, I don't know. I think you mainly use them as like to run around and be scouts basically, because their perception makes them really good at being just running around and being scouts. But yeah, I never really found a good use for them. Flail, hammer, mace, Sigmarite, Warhammer, great flail, great hammer. Yeah, I guess you could just give them a, I don't know, give them a mace so they get more accuracy. Put a crit, yeah, so they can't get swords. That's the problem with sisters is they can't get swords, but you can give them Sigmarite Warhammers that I think, no, is it Sigmarite Warhammers or flails that give them dodge penetration? Yeah, Sigmarite Warhammers bypass 9% of dodge. Oh, great hammers do extra critical hit damage. I didn't even realize. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I feel like you can have characters that have high crit. Like, I feel like, you know, like just say you had like, I don't know, like a witch hunter captain with like a dodge build, and you give him a one-handed sword with a crit enchant in there. Then, yeah, there's a crit enchant, isn't there? +4 crit. Fury? No, Havoc? Yeah. Crit, you put like a crit, +4 crit from Havoc, and I think they get +4 crit from a purple sword. So you got +8% base crit. And then it's not like, you know, it's not like a huge amount of crit, but it's like a bit of crit, and then a bit of accuracy. They got, just say they got like 20% crit or something, then, or whatever, 15-20% crit. And their main thing is they just dodge all day, right? You just have them there in sidestep. But they counterattack and they get heaps of attacks. So their crit's low, and they're mainly a defensive character, but every now and again they actually get a crit with their defensive counterattacks. So I don't know, that's like, I don't know, it's not reliable, but it's just like, yeah, if you have like if you have a little bit of crit on a lot of dudes, like with my greatsword team, they've got like, a lot of them have got purple greatswords, so 9% base crit on the greatsword. You can put a crit in chance, another 8% crit. And then you've got, what, plus 17% crit just on all your dudes all the time. So it's like, you know, you're not relying on one guy to crit, but it's just like you just get a lot of crits like over the whole squad. So I don't know, I feel like, yeah, I feel like, you know, like, I don't know what you're like trying to base a character on, like requiring them to must crit all the time, you know. Yeah, that's kind of hard to get that reliably happening, but like just having crit in your warband, I think can be all right. Never used Black Skaven, like turning guards into heroes. Yeah, Warp Guard heroes is pretty cool, but then again, if you have a Warp Guard hero, then you got to put in a gutter runner or whatever as a, you got to have a non-Warp Guard henchman. And it's like, there's no better henchman than Warp Guard. So it's like, if you make a Warp Guard a hero, then you're kind of missing out, I feel like. But it's, I like having tanky characters as well. But yeah. Vampire hero chicks are brilliant at crit builds. Yeah. Yeah, I want to make a vampire crit hero as well, actually. Maybe if we find a purple two-hander. But Skaven have crappy heroes. Yeah, I really like the DLC hero. I really like guns as well. I just think guns are fun, and Skaven you can play pretty good gun builds with your Skaven heroes. Just have all Skaven. Yeah, like I want to build my Skaven warband to be like all my heroes have guns, and all my and then have all Warp Guard. So just have like 5. You know, Lord and 4 heroes, all with guns, and then have 5 Warp Guard to protect them. It's kind of fun. So do you have 2 non-Warp Guard henchmen? Anyway, yeah, I think that, yeah, it's probably time for me to go to wrap it up now anyway. But yeah, yeah, this is like starting a new warband for sisters. Getting up there. I think I'm going to get rid of her for now. I think you could probably build something interesting with her later on. But I think just like I was sort of saying, like early game, I think you're better off just going with everybody being a brawler. You know, just try to basically be brawlers with all your characters, and yeah, just having like 2-handed weapons or dual wield is good until you get to the point where you have 4 red pills. Once you have 4 red pills, then one-handed weapon setups become a lot better. And yeah, and like I was saying as well, just pick like 2 or 3 characters, and try and keep them alive and leveling up, and the rest, and just to keep all the other guys just expendable dudes, you know. Once they get to level 2 or 3, just delete them and get a new guy, keep them low level. And that has the effect of making your heroes become stronger and stronger relative to the average level of the warband, because you're keeping these other henchmen at level 0. And the other part of it is that when they die, you don't care, because you were going to disband them anyway. So like just then we took a pretty crushing loss. 3 or 4 or 5, a bunch of our guys went down. 2 of our guys got really bad injuries. Some of the others were like crippled and stuff. But we don't care, because they're just henchmen that we just replace. We replace straight away. And so it's a lot less discouraging, you know, like you don't feel like, instead of feeling like I just had a massive setback and I lost my favorite guy, I don't feel like I had any setback at all. I'm ready to just boom, get on with the next mission. So that's like another one of my big tips. When starting with a leader and 3 henchmen, delete the henchmen when they hit level 2, makes for fast advance. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just to keep deleting your henchmen when they're low level, keep them low level. Level 2 is especially a big deal, because when level 2 they get an extra red pill and they become a lot stronger. Deployment has 4 squads around your wagon, so a 4-man group means that they're all together. if you let the AI deploy your characters, does it always deploy the 4 together, or do they sometimes scatter them around? In like, if you got 3 different strike teams, does it sometimes split them up, or do you always deploy yourself? I kind of like to let the AI deploy because it makes the games faster, and it makes it a little bit more dangerous because you don't know who's going to be where and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Sorry about the weird disrupted split stream and having 2 different streams, but yeah, I just wanted to just do a little bit of a starting a new Sisters Warband, video and sort of talk about that stuff. So yeah, that was good. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out, and I will catch you all later.